Testes audio. Testes.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
Big juicy lips. Big.
It's recorded.
We're live. What do we call this place? What's the name of this place? You got a name for it? WV.
Double V. Two V's.
SWV.
You fuck. You prick fuck. Double V. Studios. I'm making any noise, alright?
What does the double V stand for?
Visual vortex.
What does that stand for?
Visual vortex. Hey, you look at my high quality video there, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, kids.
Hope I don't break this toilet sitting on it.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up? What's
Welcome.
up? Welcome to
this one time.
This one time.
Check us out. We're in our new spot.
We are live. We're not live. This is a recorded podcast, but we told you guys we'd be trying this stuff out, and we'll see how it works out. All right. We're at double
situated.
V. We're at Double V Studios.
Yep. This is my
here in
my bat cave. We can't tell them where we are.
We're in Florida.
We're in the heart.
We're in South Florida.
We're in the most dangerous city in Florida.
That's actually true.
Florida.
That's not true.
We're in the heart of it, deep in the heart of the L-Dub.
But we're safe right now.
Yeah, we are.
We are. We are the whitest people in this warehouse complex.
My walls are fortified.
I'm not even white.
Yeah, but I don't mean like skin color. I just mean like personality-wise.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, there's color to personality?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, you're white.
Yeah.
Like, you got a tan.
Yeah.
You're white.
Your
heart is white.
My heart is white.
You're not very gangster, so.
Fuck.
But yeah, we decided to bring it here so we have a little more room. So
that ain't gonna get me much pussy.
Shut up! I made this fancy countertop for us.
You did.
Yeah, he made this countertop.
This is exactly 7 feet wide. It's 2 feet deep at the apex here, where this little miscut is.
Yeah, right there.
And shut up. And yeah, it's pretty nice. So if we have a guest, there's room.
There's room.
We won't be
yeah,
up
we
each
actually
other's
have
ass
some
anymore.
space now. I don't have to like fully pivot. I can just kind of turn my head a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
Chris
nice.
could even move over a little bit, give you a little more room.
You are encroaching on my
over.
personal space.
Yeah.
I'm over.
So let's just jump right into the Super Bowl because that just happened, and I know that you're a huge Patriots fan. We've talked about this.
I am a Patriot.
You like Tom Brady? You feel like his chiseled jaw is something you want to put your dick around.
Who?
And
Who?
you are a big Falcons fan.
Sure.
And so, you guys were going to war this weekend and last weekend, and but no, in reality, these guys don't
know
watch.
dick about football.
I'm the only one that watched the Super Bowl, and I only did it because I had nothing else to do, and I'm mildly interested in football.
Who are you rooting for?
I was rooting for whoever's
I said
not
that
the
right.
Patriots.
I said that right.
Yes,
right?
root.
Okay.
Yeah, anyone who's not the Patriots.
Who are you routing for?
I was routing. But something we can talk about regarding the Super Bowl is the halftime show, which I'm sure you did watch.
Yes.
We've had some good halftime shows and some bad ones. I thought this one was pretty good. I'm not, I think Lady Gaga's good. She's good. She's talented. But
she is, actually.
She is.
Yeah.
She's a likable pop star.
She is.
But probably the most interesting thing about her show though was their use of drones.
Yes, I saw a just like a quick headline and it said Lady Gaga drones. I was like, drones? I'm like, oh, okay, what's this about? Because I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I didn't watch the halftime show or the commercials or any of that shit. And so there was a video where they had just focused on that one thing. And Chris doesn't know anything about this. What they did was she started her performance on the top of the stadium, like on the roof of the stadium.
Oh, shit.
Okay, and while she's up there, she's singing the Star Spangled Banner
or
something?
God Bless America.
God Bless America, one of those some patriotic shit, and breaking shit.
Stop that.
And and while she's doing it, there's lights behind her. Okay,
Wow.
and they move around, and it's like red and blue, and they kind of move around a little bit, and then all the lights move around and come into a formation and become a flag, and they're all individual drones.
You got to be shitting me,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
Holy fuck.
fucking incredible.
I have to look at this.
And then she gets done. Then she gets done doing her thing, and she fucking jumps off the roof. Like she has cables on her, and she jumps off, and she's like floating down onto this like platform thing.
Holy fuck.
Great entrance, really cool.
What?
There's so much fucking work that goes into that shit. They're like, after it's over, like when they take everything off the field and shit, it's so fucking, it's badass to watch like how much manpower, and how much organization that whole thing takes. It's fucking crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not a sports fan at all, and I didn't watch any of it at all. And I even kept off Facebook because that's
'Cause
all
it's
someone
annoying.
was fucking talking about.
They're like, that guy doesn't know what he's doing.
I'll fucking look it up. It
It's
looks
impressive.
Yeah,
dude.
that's
It's
cool.
impressive.
That's awesome. So how do you guys like our new fucking spot? We got a nice background. We got nice lighting.
Actually, Scott put up a little video. Did you post it on the page?
I posted a little video on the this one time Facebook page,
Yeah.
giving a little tour of the studio.
please share it.
And,
Please share it and
Support
get
us,
your,
man.
Yeah,
We need it.
I mean,
This is where Scott does all his amazing work, all his
Everything.
costumes.
This is
the
my
workshop.
back
complete shop, right?
This is my bat cave.
This is his bat cave.
Yeah.
So there's props. There are props. There's a dressing room.
There's a lounge, backdrops.
There's a studio, a photographic studio, right?
Yep.
/ video, I guess.
Yeah.
And,
As of now.
And then there's paint and there's tools
It's just
and
everything.
There's everything.
I can make anything.
Why do
here.
you even have an apartment?
I've thought about that at times. I'm like, especially when I bought the futon in the little lounge there. I was like,
I could probably live here.
I have slept on the futon once or twice. Yeah, but especially now, it's nice and it's all set up.
It feels homey.
And I spend a lot of time. I come here every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your workshop, bro.
But it's more than that. This is my creative zone. Like I even have my bass over there, my bass rig. I'm gonna start doing my music here, and I had a fleeting thought of taking my bass home, so maybe I'll play it more or whatever. And then I was like, no, because there's so many distractions there. There's the TV and the computer and the windows and all this shit. I'm like, there's just too many things to distract me.
And plus, when you come here, it's time to work.
When I come here, it's time to fucking work. I come here for a reason.
I used to do that when we had our warehouse for the band.
I remember I used to go there a lot.
I used to go there all pretty much every night, and just spend time with my shit. And I had the computer set up there, and I had my gear.
Yeah,
and
it's like you're isolated from the world.
Yeah. I
There's
used to bring
no
beers,
distractions.
and I'll be there by myself and just fucking hang out and be creative.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's great.
It's so good. Like I come here and it's like I have a little ritual that I do. Is like I'll come here and I will lock the door. Like no one's gonna walk in, but it's like it's symbolic, sort of.
Right.
You lock that, and it's like you're locking the world out. It's like I'm fucking here to do this shit. I'm
That's
gonna
awesome.
get it done. And I love it. It's got everything I need. There's a toilet. There's a fridge. There's tools.
We did a little photo shoot here a couple of weeks ago, I think.
It was a week ago. Yeah.
No,
The one with Cass?
No, the one with you when you were working on your helmet.
Oh yeah, that was a few weeks ago. Yeah,
So
that was cool.
Scott did a cool little helmet.
Repaint.
Yeah.
Custom base and all that shit.
It turned out awesome though.
Thanks.
Did you deliver it already?
Yeah, I did. He was stoked. He was super stoked about it.
Were you bummed to let it go?
It actually,
Stormtrooper thing?
yeah.
Dude, that thing is badass.
He told me it might get published in some sort of publication.
That's cool.
I don't know. We'll see.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You posted pictures online, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You may want to post one on the
and you can see the pictures of it on my Instagram page. It's Double V Studios. The V is in victorious.
That was a badass project. I like it.
Yeah, it was fun, but it's cool. Like I was excited to get it finished because then I could focus on the studio for a little bit and get the lounge part done and set up and the makeup station and everything for the models and stuff. So now it's like we're ready to roll. I can do anything. It's
That's
legit,
awesome.
You know.
Do you have everything where you want it to be, or there's still stuff floating around?
Oh, there's still tons of stuff floating around. I have too much shit. It's
you have to purge this place.
Painfully obvious.
Well, not from this video, but
the thing is like, you know, I have bins up on shelves like all over, and I still need to go through them and just purge, you know. But I purged enough in the last week to make room for the lounge and dressing room area.
I still have your canopy.
Fuck you, Chris. And I'm actually
no room for
I'm
it.
actually gonna put a curtain rod up here and have that where I can close that off. So that's the dressing room,
nice.
Legit.
No, this place is like totally cool. It's like a total creative space. If you're into like photography, or if you ever want to do a session with Scott, or really any of us, you know, right? This place is it's awesome. It feels awesome.
Yeah,
he has a bathroom. He's got.
It's clean and everything.
It is clean. I went in there. I checked it out. I knew it was
clean.
I knew it was going to be clean before I went in there.
Dude, when I moved in, it was the filthiest shithole ever, dude. It was gross. There's stuff on the
the toilet's brand new, right?
Yeah. It's like whoever was here before was the mechanic of the dirtiest kind and always washed their hands in that sink and just went all over the wall. Like there's just drips of dirt and grime and fucked up shit all over the walls.
Remember our bathroom?
I painted it.
Yeah, it sucked. Right?
I put down tile in there and I hooked it up.
We never took the time to paint it.
That bathroom is disgusting.
We cleaned it.
We did every now and then. I mean, it could have been worse, but
yeah. But yeah, man. I got my lights here. I got my backdrops.
No, this feels.
I can just walk in and do a photo shoot.
Yeah.
You know, it's great.
It's ready to go.
Like I come in every day, play my bass a little bit, you know, work on our album, and you know, get that going.
Heard you got some good tones.
Oh, you're gonna hear it after the podcast. It's sick. It might crush a bit of your soul.
Oh,
so
good.
just be prepared.
I need my soul crushed.
Yeah.
You also have a video shoot coming up, right?
I do. I'm doing something with Carla X.
We have some of her stuff up on the Facebook page too.
I did a
right?
photo shoot with her, and
she is cool. I mean, like I met her once
awesome.
when we were painting your apartment, and she seems like so chill. And
she's super chill.
Her and her boyfriend, like they're cool people.
Yeah, her and Derek are awesome. And but I'm doing a promo video for her.
Okay,
you know, something she could send out to people and be like, look, this is all the shit I do. You know, so it's gonna be like a little 30-second video, but she does, you know, obviously the modeling, which she does go-go dancing and like a grinder show kind of thing. And but she does like, you know, like the fetish side, which she also does like a corporate friendly versions of things, you know? Right. So we're getting like all the different facets of her and this is wrapped up in this one little promo video.
So that's a good idea for people that are in the arts, any kind of arts at all, you know, to sort of get, you know, help market yourself and get seen would be to do like a video shoot or a photo shoot with either one of you guys.
Well, that's the thing. Like everything is like going to video nowadays.
Yeah, video is king.
Video is like king right now.
Even like if you set up a YouTube page, you need to have like an intro video,
right?
Saying, you know, just saying who you are, what your channel's about, whatever. So I'm kind of getting into that. I'm gonna lean into that a little more. I've done some videos. I did a music video for Web3, and I've done some other video stuff.
YouTube is really
YouTube's awesome, and
that's where we get a lot of our royalties from. Is YouTube, you know, YouTube and Spotify. That's what we do. Yeah. But
and then you have a photo shoot coming up too, right? Or no, you just did one.
I just did one. Yeah, I just did one. So I just did a photo shoot the other day. I got hired by hairdressers, right?
Yeah,
and through a friend of mine and somebody you know. But no, they're super cool. I showed up and like they're working on their models and doing their hair and all the stuff and makeup. And
I saw one of them. Can you post that, or is it too soon?
I can post it. No, I can post it.
Yeah, I thought it was a really amazing shot.
It's
like
awesome.
it is. What was that? Was there any editing?
There was well, with beauty shot, it's a headshot. You know, it's showcasing her hair and the makeup. But you know, everybody's got flaws in their skin, so. In photography, and especially in beauty photography, you have to retouch that to make it.
But it seemed like that photo in particular, you just kind of caught the lighting right and everything.
Yeah. I mean, there's a ton of. I took a ton of those photos, and that one just seemed to like.
That was just right.
Yeah,
that was the magic one.
And that's why you just keep fucking snapping away, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly why. I mean, this is always a conflict when I talk to people about doing jobs like that. At first, she didn't want to pay for the photo shoot because she's like, I only need one picture of, you know.
Right. But to get that picture.
But you don't take one picture.
Yeah, but to get that picture, you need, it's not only that, but you have to set up everything. You have to snap away. You have to get the right angles. You have to get the right expression. It takes time to do that. And it takes a little bit it takes skill to do that, really, to like interact with the person and get the right expression and get the right like angle and do this, do that. Get the lighting right, boom, boom, move shit, and you do this and that, and then you finally fucking get the shot, and you don't really know if you got the shot until you put it on the computer and you start looking at the shit.
Yeah,
because
there's always something super subtle where you just kind of catch that
something's
moment.
Out of focus or weird or
something's
whatever.
Out of focus. Something's too bright over here, or something's like it's so detailed because you're taking a picture of a face, you know, or a head, right?
Yeah,
and in that head, everything needs to be perfect.
And there's so much like minutia, like little things that you can pick out. That, and the thing is like if there's something fucked up on somebody's face, you're gonna see it immediately because that's what we lock in on when we look at somebody. It's like, you know, that's
you find the
you relate to faces. That's like so that's like why when you see something that's symmetrical, like you know, it's like you'll find a face in it. Because that's what you're used to seeing with symmetry.
There was there were two like shots that are pretty much identical. Only one is like taken, she's like straight on, and the other one she's like doing this, right? She's like slightly doing like the downward thing, chin down. And there's a huge difference. Like when she's dead on, her face looks fatter, and then when she goes like this, her face looks slimmer, and it's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like just when you take the picture, it's like, well, you know, just AB them. It's like, holy fuck, that's a huge difference. You know, it's ridiculous. I have to look her up so I can do a shout out.
Give her a shout out.
Yeah.
You did this during the day, right?
Yeah. Okay. So it presented its own set of challenges.
That's tough
for sure. I was okay. So her name's Naya Rappaport. She's got almost 200,000 followers on Instagram.
Good going.
And she was sweet as can be. So she's a yogi and apparently a very popular one. But you know, I did her headshots first. I did headshots in like a studio kind of setup, which was really in the hair salon. But then we went outside, and it was like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, and that presents its own set of challenges for a photographer because like you have this super bright sunlight, right? And it creates this huge contrast. Like, I mean, without getting really into it, like that's not the ideal time to shoot.
Not at all.
Unless you have this technology that's called high-speed sync, which I actually tried with the help of Scott here. He lent me his equipment so I can try it.
Chris was going insane.
Yeah, I was. I mean, I'm not used to his gear and like this whole thing. It
was very entertaining for me.
It was very. So I ended up just doing like a bunch of like natural light stuff. So I ended up when I got rid of the lights and the flash, I just said, fuck it. Let's just get you in the shade and let's do some natural light stuff, and we got some good shots, so I'm all right with it. But I definitely wanted to get those shots, and it wasn't possible this time, but it'll happen at some point,
Yeah.
And you got a new website, or what's going on with that?
No, I just revamped my website.
Oh.
I created some categories as far as people shooting. I did I'm still changing it. So I have 4 categories. I have under portraits. I have beauty shots. I have what I would call lifestyle, but I guess I'm not sure if it's right.
I think lifestyle is good. A good
lifestyle is, I guess, is a more candid thing, which is the popular thing right now. And I'm not sure if mine are in that category, but whatever. And I have professional headshots, which, and then I have my fine art stuff in another tab. But that's all. It's.
And then does this include you have 2 new businesses or something, right? What's going on with that?
Oh no,
is that the wedding thing?
That's actually totally That's actually totally a different thing altogether. I am starting 2 businesses. One is a wedding photography business, which there's a website in the works and everything's going on right now. And then I'm doing this real estate stuff. So it's real estate photography, but it's really delivering a whole package to these realtors. I'm starting with one realtor that is really helping me out, and she's really wanting me to do the work for her, and for her to start, I guess. But we've subscribed to this whole service, and I'm providing the service for her, and she wants me to learn all this stuff, and I've been learning it. Went through this whole training thing with them and everything, and just delivered the first job today. Nice. And it was cool. She was super stoked with it, and she's like, Chris, I think we're going to make a lot of money with this.
Nice. That's always nice to
hear. And I'm like, holy shit, this is awesome.
Those are good words to hear.
I actually, speaking of money, I have an interview on Friday. Well, it's not really a formal thing, but I've been in talks with another firm.
Yeah.
And they're courting me hard.
Nice.
Yeah, which is awesome.
That's
awesome.
I
spoke with the office manager the other day, and I'm going to sit down with the attorney on Friday, and it's really kind of up to me at this point, because I know that the money will be where I need it to be. So it's just we're just kind of going through the motions. He just wants to have a face-to-face, and
that's cool.
And then I'll make a decision. I don't know that the money's going to be, significantly more, but it's time for me to move to something different. And it's actually the office is downtown Delray. It's on Atlantic. It's literally right in
down
the heart.
Street. Yeah.
Nice.
It's the second floor above a really nice restaurant on Atlantic. It's
right down the street from where you live.
Yeah, and it's a lot closer. So
awesome.
We'll see how that goes. You have a new website too?
No, I have the same website, but I have a new a concept, something me and Chris are going to work on. We're going to collaborate on an image actually for my homepage.
Okay.
On my site, something cool, something super creative.
Yeah, I mean, in the last 2 weeks, we Scott and I have been talking about these whole photographic concepts and techniques, rather, that neither one of us have used before.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like a total textbook thing in my head, because I've learned so much about this stuff, so I'm totally nerdy about it, but I've never actually done it. And I've actually had the opportunity to recently try it out with his stuff, because he has a full rig, and it's cool. So we want to incorporate that stuff and do his concept with the techniques. And
was it doublevstudios.com?
No, it's visual.
Oh, right, visualvortex.com.
Yeah. And it's funny working with Chris, because Chris, if you know anything about photography,
I know a lot.
There can be a lot of math. There's a lot of math involved if you're of that inclination.
Right.
I'm not. So Chris is what was your settings on that? And I'm like, I don't know. Like I just kept changing the things until it wasn't blurry anymore.
Right.
And it works for me. Like this guy, he's like, oh, you need to do this and that and make that do this and there you go, and it's gonna be all good. And I'm like, I don't want to go back to math class.
Well, the thing is, like, it's so okay. So photography, it is like that to a degree.
I don't relate to numbers.
No, it is like that to a degree. I love the fact that you just like what looks good is what goes. But there is a point that you reach where I think you need to know some stuff. Like the other day when we were trying your rig with I don't want to get too technical about it, but like. I was testing Scott's stuff and I couldn't get stuff in focus, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
He was freaking out.
Yeah, and I was like, "This new lens and this stuff that I've never done, and like, holy shit! Like, why am I not getting it right? Like, it's supposed to be right because I've done it in my head, but it's not." So there's a lot of.
And I'm like, "Well, try this. We'll try that. Maybe change this thing.
Yeah.
Maybe just back it off a little bit. Let's see what happens."
I'm like, fuck, it's not working. I'm like, what the hell?
I'm like, you'll figure it out.
Yeah. He's like, oh, figure it out. I'm like, no, I need to know.
But you can do it, Chris. You can do it.
It just wasn't, it's not that easy, at a certain point, you get, there's certain looks that you get with different lenses and different, focal
I think
lengths.
we're a good team. Because of that,
right.
How we think, we think differently.
Absolutely.
And it's like, okay, well, I got this idea, and then I tell him, and he's like, okay, well, we could use this set at this setting or fucking whatever,
right.
And I'm like, all right, yeah, it'll be cool,
right?
So it'll be on my website.
That's what I love about it, that it's so creative. Like you can do so many things out of. People think of taking photos just like snapping your phone, but you can get so much deeper than that, and you can do so many things, create different looks. I mean, it's endless, really.
Yeah, and there's people like Chris who really understand the nuts and bolts of it, like the numbers, and they have it down so well. I think I may have mentioned this on a much earlier podcast, but I read a story about a photographer who went to he's done like Time magazine, all this shit, and he got to photograph Hugh Hefner. And so he got there to the Playboy Mansion, and they said, okay, you have 15 minutes with Mr. Hefner. He's like, okay, just show me where I can set up. And he did 2 setups with lights, whatever, set everything up the way it's supposed to be. And they brought Hugh Hefner down. He's like, okay, Mr. Hefner, nice to meet you. He's like, come on over here. Yeah, I'm standing. He's like, ching, 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 ching. He's like, let me get you to stand right here in front of this. He's like, all right, move your arm there. And all right, ching, 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 ching. He's like, okay, cool. Okay, you've got 14 minutes to relax before your next appointment, and I'm like, holy fucking shit. How do you get that good?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's pretty commendable.
That's insane.
Yeah, some people just know their shit,
Wow. Wow, it's so crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still it's funny because like there's 2 aspects of photography. There's like the technical side, which I think I'm decent at, but
watch your hands.
But then you have the artistic side.
Yeah.
But both need to be at a par when you take a photo.
Yeah.
Right. The composition and like the lighting and like
and the technical aspect.
Well, yeah. I mean, they need to be like at par, right? And visual arts for me is a very new thing, so I'm still learning that stuff. And everything from composition to like color theory and all that stuff, and I'm just like, poof, that's a lot to fucking take in,
Yeah. Well, sorry, go ahead.
No, I mean it's just learning to see colors accurately.
Yeah.
For what they are or what they should be, whatever, instead of just saying, oh, that's a cool picture, but it's not because it's too blue or it's too yellow, or like you don't see that. I never saw that stuff before, and now I can see it. And it's like crazy, it blew my mind. It's cool. It's a cool creative like space to be.
I dabble a little bit in photography and video and stuff. Just for I don't. It's for me. It's for fun, just to do it. And I love looking at your guys' stuff, and that all that has really inspired me to even have an interest at all on a very basic level. But like people that may, like taking photographs or doing videos and all that shit, but maybe you don't want to fucking go as deep as these guys, you can still have fun with it. And like what I've been doing is I've been in this weather nerd phase.
You are the weatherman. I
am the weatherman. I got this weather station up, and like we talked about in other podcasts, I got an old iPhone, and I wanted to use that as a weather cam, and it's been working great. And I got a live weather cam feed on my phone, and but the problem I've been running into is you leave a phone out in the sun.
It
shuts off.
Yeah.
It gets too hot. So I've been troubleshooting that for a while, and I thought I'd fixed it. I moved the camera to a different part of the house outside, like where there's an awning, a roof awning, and it was covering covering the phone.
And still one of your beers.
And for like a week, it worked great. And then one day the temperature went up. It was a little hot that day.
Grab me one, Chris.
And the phone shut off. So I thought I had it figured out. I thought I circumvented the sun problem. I did not.
Not so much.
So I'm going to try something different. I had an idea. I'm going to use the shades you put on your windshield of your car, right?
Okay.
I'm going to get one of those. And I'm going to cut it up and wrap the phone in that. I don't know if that's going to work.
Deflect the
to
solar
just deflect
radiation.
some of the heat and the sun. I don't know if that'll work. I mean, in the summer here, I just don't know that that's going to work. But I'm going to try it and see if that does it. If not, it may just be like they make cameras for outside, for outdoor, specifically. I just wanted to try to get this phone to work just for the sake of troubleshooting and trying to get the shit to work.
It's fun. It's fun. You're going to beat the system.
Yeah, exactly. My boss gave me an old fucking busted iPhone 5. The glass was all shattered, and
camera still works.
So I'm like, I'm gonna fucking do this, So we'll see. We'll see if that fixes it. But the video I've been getting from it is fucking cool, and it cost me like $10 to just get the mount online. So if you want to do something fun like that, like make your own little weather cam, where you can I get the app that I use. It's called At Home Camera, and every day it sends me a full time lapse of that entire day.
That's right. Yeah.
And I can then download that if I want and edit it and make like a cool time lapse video out of it, or I can just junk it because it puts it in like a cloud, and then you could download it if you want. But that's fun. That's like an easy. You don't have to really do anything, but it's a fun project to work on, and you can get like cool sunsets and time lapse shit. And
that's cool.
So I've been fucking with that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Speaking of little cameras and such, I had a silly idea the other day. I was cleaning out the warehouse here, and I have a couple old computer monitors laying around, and I actually found it was funny because I was digging through some boxes, and I pull out a Mac Mini. I'm like, I thought my old Mac Mini was at the house, So I'm like, let me see what I can do here. So rummage through another box. I get a keyboard out, and I go find one of the couple monitors that I have, and I have a bin full of power supplies, right. So find the right voltage power supply, and I hook it all up together. And I realize it's my mom's old Mac Mini. Before I got her, I got her a big iMac, and I took the Mac Mini. So I'm like, oh, this is cool. It doesn't have anything on it. Because it was my mom's. She doesn't like dump a bunch of photos or anything on it, so it's fairly clean. It's just old and it's a little slow, but it can play DVDs and iTunes and whatnot. So I hooked it up over here to my stereo, and then I was thinking, I was like, hey, I put a peephole in the door because there's always lots of people outside and stuff, and every once in a while you'll hear something, and you're like, just like kind of take a look and see what's going on outside. And I thought, hey, it'd be really cool to get a little camera and just put it right on the peephole. Like just fucking tape it to the door or something and hook it up to the computer because the computer's right by the door. You know, so I was thinking about it and I was looking on Amazon. I'm like, all right, look up, you know, like peephole cameras or whatever, you know, and they actually sell little tiny ass cameras that have a there's just like, they're on like a little board, you know, little computer board, and they have a USB cable attached and you can plug it right into your computer. I'm like, that's it.
That's all I need.
You know, so I'm like, all right, maybe I'll do that. And then I was looking at my door. I'm like, maybe I can just mount the monitor on the door where the peephole is, you know? So nice. we'll see. You know, it's like, it'd be cool if it was always on, you know, it'd be kind of neat. I could always keep an eye on the outside.
All the stuff.
The future's here. It's fun. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can do anything you want.
Yeah.
You know?
You can do anything here.
Yeah.
I can do anything here in the future.
Zone.
So we talked about Super Bowl a little bit. We didn't talk about an ad that was played on the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And that's very interesting. Stranger Things too.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's such a great
you guys
show.
saw it, right?
Yeah, I saw the whole thing.
Of course, it was like short, and they just didn't hardly give away anything. But it's funny. I saw an article that like picked apart the 20 seconds.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I hate people.
Just totally picked
you.
it apart, and like you know all the little clues because there are clues in there. Like you know when you see 11, she's upside down.
Yeah.
Right. So they're like telling you like she's in the upside down world. You know what I mean? Like little shit like that you can't see when you know, because all the clips are really quick.
Well, you know what's incredible, and that mixing it with photography or cinematography and like stuff. But like Stranger Things, whenever you see them on the upside down, everything's blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's blue.
Yeah.
So absolutely, when you see her upside down, she's blue.
Yeah.
You know she's down there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yep. But when she's in the normal world, she's like our color, you know, she's like normal color. So there's like all these clues, including like
the lighting,
the lighting and stuff that give away certain things, you know.
You know, a long time ago, I learned, you know, a lot of times they film movies at night. Like when there's cities involved, they'll film it at nighttime because obviously in the daytime people are moving on with their lives and shit. Excuse me. And Samuel Adams Boston Lager. And yeah, they'll film at night, you know, and they have these huge things with giant lights on them, you know, and they're like generators and big poles with lights. And I saw that for the first time, you know, one time when I was in New York. And I asked my friend Lisa, I'm like, what's this all about? She's like, oh, they're filming like, you know, like Law and Order or SVU or some shit. And I'm like, well, what's the deal with all the lights? She's like, you've never seen this, huh? I'm like, no. And she said, yeah, they're filming a daytime scene, but they do it at night. And they just flood the area with these lights, so it looks like daytime. Yeah. That's how they can control it, you know, because there's nobody cruising around at night. And if you block off a block, it's no big deal at night, you know. So I'm like, oh, that's fucking cool.
Oh
man.
yeah,
it's really cool.
I mean, there's so much trickery.
You know, they put in, you know, the type of filters and stuff, like, you know, like the blue filter you're talking about and shit, and like, you know, when they did Matrix, they put the green filter, you know, and to give it that particular look. Like a lot of times, like with Underworld and shit like that, you know, they give it that blue filter, and it looks like it's at nighttime. Yeah, they shoot it during the day. It looks like it's at night. You know, it's cool, man. It's all the tricks, you know.
All the tricks.
It's cool.
I got to experience that with a shoot that I did with Craig over Halloween. So I set my camera to...
you set your white balance to...
Yeah, I set my white balance to tungsten. Tungsten. So what that does, when tungsten is... it's really the camera...
Tungsten's like a light bulb, like a regular...
Yeah, like yellow, like
normal
these.
light bulb.
Like these, actually.
Yeah.
But when you leave it on a normal setting, it looks too yellow. So your skin looks orange or whatever. But when you set it to tungsten, it compensates for the yellow and it brings a little blue into the picture. Okay. Right? So when you put that setting on a normal setting, like if you're out in the daytime, everything looks blue.
Yeah.
Right? But if you counteract that blue with a yellow light, then you look normal and everything around you looks blue.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of a cool trick because when you make everything else blue, it makes it look like it's nighttime.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
It's
and
cool as shit.
It's a pretty cool.
It's all about the
trickery. It's
yeah,
trickery.
See, that's the thing, man. Like, you know, especially nowadays that we have there's so much trickery with video. Like, not even just the like lighting shit, but like editing. You know, and
you can add shit into videos,
and it's
not
so
there.
good that it looks so real that it's hard to know like what you're looking at is real or not.
Oh, dude. I mean, so you look at news clips or whatever. You know, it's hard to believe anything nowadays because, like, there's this guy, right? There's this guy that does special effects. He's got a whole YouTube channel. He's got like I think Snapchat was his thing. He became like the superstar.
Is that the guy that was like the dad? And you do all the special effects with his kid?
No, but that was awesome.
Yeah, that was fucking cool as shit.
Yeah, I saw that the other day. Did I send that to you?
No, I saw that shit when it was going on.
Well, no, there's this one guy. I forget his name, but he does. He recreates a lot of the TED stuff. He uses a little bear, and he does all these crazy effects.
Yeah, I've seen
and
that.
he does it all with like iPhone footage or something. And it's like, you know, he does these things, and then he brings it into his editing program. And he does all this shit to where it seems like this fucking teddy bear is alive.
Right.
You know, and it's like, holy fuck. And he became like this sensation on Snapchat or something. But it's so cool to see it, like, to see the result.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has tutorials and stuff, and he'll show you how to do it. But I mean, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. Like, he does all these things where he'll like step into a puddle and he goes, you know, he's like,
Really?
you know, yeah.
I gotta see that. That's cool.
That guy's cool. I'll send you guys a link.
Yeah, it's. But I mean, it's so hard to believe. Like you see stuff on the news and you're like,
Well,
it could be fake.
You used to be able to see like
Could be fake.
You used to be able to look at videos and be like, okay, that
Someone fucked
Well,
with that.
that's the closest thing
like
to reality that you have.
You can
with
either
media.
tell that somebody fucked with it, or you can be like, okay, no, that's real because I know that you
yeah.
can't just fucking fake that.
Not anymore. Yeah.
But now you can't tell.
Yeah.
It's impossible. Like you showed us an alien thing.
Yeah, right.
Like it was footage of like somebody interviewing an alien. It's like
No, it was like Area 51, like alien.
and even that it was like, you know, it was kind of dark and like that could easily be fake.
Sure.
I mean. But there's other stuff, you know, like there's UFO videos out there and shit, and nowadays they're like really good, and it's like holy fuck.
I don't know about that. Nowadays, I've never seen a high quality UFO video. That's all bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
I've never, even to this day, I'll see like bullshit video of UFOs. I never see like high quality shit.
Well, and
we have phones that have 4K capabilities. Like, no, that's bullshit.
you know what? The great thing about what are we doing? A selfie?
We're doing a live. We're live view.
Live.
Say what's up, everybody.
What's up?
Jay? What's up?
Hey.
Hi.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead. Continue.
So we're doing. So you're doing like right. So all like the paranormal shit when it comes to like UFOs, aliens, ghosts, Bigfoot. All that shit.
Bigfoot's real.
The great, of course. But the thing is like, it's always grainy, shitty footage, right?
Yeah,
and that's
always.
why, and that's why
always.
you could you could believe it.
That's
back
why it's
in the day.
mystery.
It was like, oh well,
It's like when you see good footage of something, you're like, it's fake.
right. But nowadays, there's no such thing as shitty footage anymore.
No, yeah, but nobody publishes good footage of a supernatural event.
because they're not real.
Right, exactly.
But I'm saying like, so back in the day when everything was grainy, your mind can start playing tricks. You know what I mean? Like you see a fucking good UFO video, and it's a shitty UFO video.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh well, yeah, it looks
You're like, there's 5 dots in the sky.
yeah. What are
That's
those?
Clear, but
now the
can't tell what the
video
fuck
is
they
so
are.
good, even with your fucking shitty phone, that like you can't get away with shitty footage anymore.
Right. I mean, look at this footage. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
It's okay.
Look at that.
Hey.
All right. Yeah, cool.
We're
All
doing the
right.
phone thing at the same
All right,
time.
we're going to turn this around. There's our see our camera there? The Canon 60. It's a wonderful
That
thing.
is sexy.
We got lights. the production footage. It's amazing. Sorry.
Boom.
So
Boom.
yeah, alien videos are fake, and
Yeah.
There's better UFO videos than there are Bigfoot videos, though. Those all suck.
Well, yeah.
Bigfoot videos.
Bigfoot, yeah,
they're not good.
Bigfoot is. You know what's crazy? I believe in Bigfoot more than I should probably speak into this thing. I believe in Bigfoot more than the moon landing.
Really?
Yes. Because the moon landing was very, very convenient at the time.
I watched Buzz Aldrin punch the shit out of a dude that said that to him. I'm just saying. Have you ever seen that video?
No.
You never seen that? Oh, dude, it's so fucking good.
Really?
Some guy comes up to him, like kind of bum rushes him, and he's like, "You are a liar, sir." He's like, "You never went. Admit it. You never went." He's fucking, and Buzz Aldrin's like, "Dude, you just, whatever." And the guy's just fucking pressing him. Buzz Aldrin just fucking clocks it, dude.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
My question is, it's like, okay, well, we went there several times and then stopped. Why?
I don't know why.
Why? Why?
Maybe they were like, there's not much here but dust. Maybe we should put our money
it
in
can be
other
pretty
things.
simple.
I don't know.
Have you seen? Okay, so there's an Instagram.
Oh boy, here we go.
It's called the sarcastic. What's the sarcastic rover?
No.
So it's the Mars rover.
Uh-huh.
And there's he's like posting sarcastic shit about Mars.
Really?
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, look at this rock! Like
Another
just another fucking rock in Mars."
Nice.
Oh, here's Rover Santa waiting on to whatever. It's so good. Rover. Sarcastic Rover, I think it is.
That's
on
funny.
Instagram. Yeah, just a little tiny little rock that I'm zooming in on. Like you don't know,
I saw a thing. I might be having all these numbers completely wrong, but I believe it was a thing that I saw on TV, and I think it was about Mars, where like their highest mountain or like a crater or some shit was like 7 times higher than Mount Everest.
Oh, yeah.
It was like 7 miles high or some shit.
Yeah. I'm
like, huh?
It's called like Olympus Mount.
Yeah, I'm like,
Olympus
what
Mount or
the
something.
fuck? That's crazy.
Here's writing a movie about my life, but I guess the title Red Dawn is taken. Going with my second choice, Star Wars.
Nice.
So I speaking of Mars, I binge watched a show in the last like.
If you think a healthy environment
Shut
doesn't
your
matter,
face, I'm talking.
hold on. If you think a healthy environment doesn't matter, come to Mars. We can talk about it while you suffocate and boil.
I've got to get to Mars. Come on, I've got to get back to Mars. The Expanse. It's on the Sci-Fi Channel. It's now in its 2nd season. I believe they just had the 3rd episode. What's that sound? It's a good show. It's
Yeah?
pretty cool.
Expanse?
It's sci-fi. It's not like it's not ridiculous sci-fi. You motherfucker. With my luck. Hold on, there's a sound that's freaking me out.
He's a Twitter guy, so I guess he just
He's a
posts
tweeter?
Yeah, he just posts like screenshots on the Instagram.
Talk about something while I fix this.
I don't know. This guy's funny. I mean, he's like, he's super funny.
Okay, I'm back.
Location Mars planet.
So, The Expanse is it's a sci-fi show set. It's cool because it's kind of like believable sci-fi.
Okay.
You know, there's Earth, there's Mars, and there's the Belt, which the Belt is like an asteroid belt, and there's like the Belters, like the people that mine the asteroids and stuff.
Okay.
And but there's no like fantastic sci-fi. Like there's no robots and aliens and stuff like that. At least not in the first season. And like one of the main guy in the show is like he's a detective. So it's cool. It's like a detective show, but in a space setting. And I've been longing for a good sci-fi show. Something like there's been a lot of like in the last, I don't know, I'd say the last 5-8 years maybe, there's been a few sci-fi shows that have popped up that just really weren't sci-fi. It's like they start out and they're like, oh, we're in space. And then suddenly they're on a planet and it's just like walking outside. There's like people in buildings and stuff. It's like total cop out, but
like the 100?
This show, yeah, to a certain degree, but I still like the 100 because it has that other element. But this, like, there's consistently spaceships and space, asteroids, and like it's based on planetary shit. There's Earth, Mars, and beyond. And it's a good show. I like it. It's cool. It's
what's it called?
The Expanse.
Where is it?
It's on. The season 1 is on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
I have Amazon Prime. And season 2 is playing right now, and you can't get any of the episodes yet.
Where's it play?
You can only get them as.
Is it like a Showtime thing or something?
No, it's on Sci-Fi.
Oh, Sci-Fi.
Yeah, it's on Sci-Fi, and it's pretty cool. There's it's cool. There's something that happens. I can say this without giving anything away. Towards the end of the first season, something new happens, and they don't know if it's like a new life form or a bio weapon kind of living thing, So it's like, and then it seems like people are purposely being exposed to this thing that fucks people up, and it gets pretty hairy. It's cool. It's a good show. I like it so far. I like the characters. There's pretty much like 3 stories going on at once, so it's not too hard to follow. It's not like Game of Thrones or anything, where you need a fucking encyclopedia to and a world map to follow it. But yeah, it's cool. I've needed a new sci-fi movie or show to watch, because I grew up watching Star Trek and on TV, and it's like every week I had something, whether it was Next Generation or Voyager or whatever, like Star Trek like held it down, and then they stopped with the Star Trek. So I'm like, all right, well, what's next? I mean, I remember when I was a kid and when Buck Rogers came out, that's old school. That's fucking really old school. And I was really, really young, and that kind of forged my fascination with sci-fi.
Right.
So it was, after that, I was just hooked. So I kind of always need that little sci-fi relief. I don't like sitcoms and such. Right. That much. But
I like some
it's pretty cool.
I like some sci-fi.
It's pretty cool. It's worth checking out. There's nothing goofy happening in it. Nothing goofy at all, which is cool. I like that. Yeah. Sometimes you don't need comedic relief to make something interesting, So I like it.
All right.
What do you got?
Speaking of comedic relief, what?
Go ahead.
Are you talking about Chris's love life again?
Yeah. So
it's always that funny.
So well, you have a date, right? Or you're like, there's a date that's gonna happen. It's not official.
Happen.
He's a wild stallion.
It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing.
But this one's like a little more like of an adult kind of age.
Yeah. She's 32.
Oh,
she's
all grown up.
Yeah, so it's weird. Like these are my dad's neighbors, and they're a young couple.
They're from here?
No, they're originally from Ecuador.
Oh, okay.
But the wife is my age, and the husband's a little older. But they're cool. We hang out, and so for some reason, like the husband, who's my friend, he's been like, "Hey, dude, you gotta meet like my fucking sister-in-law or whatever." I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, sure, why not?
And so finally, like, she came over. She's here from Ecuador, and like my dad's been like, oh yeah, you gotta go meet this chick, and then his wife is like, oh yeah, you gotta go. I'm like, fuck. So anyway, I went over there for lunch today, and I was hanging out. I was doing some editing, and then I asked her, I'm like, so what's the deal? Where's this chick? You know, why don't you call him over? Like, so they did, and I finally met her.
She cute?
Yeah, she's real cute.
Nice.
She's a CrossFitter.
Oh, that's awesome.
She's in shape.
I like to see muscles on chicks.
Yeah, she's like,
Everything's real tight.
Yeah,
I like that.
Tight.
yeah. She didn't want any kids, so that's good. And I mean, not that I'm fucking thinking about that, but
Well, yeah, it's good to know where somebody's at.
yeah, sure. And I don't know. She's here for no. She's just here for a while. Just gonna probably plan on hanging out soon.
These people are from Ecuador and they live next to your father.
Yeah.
What's the fucking chance of that happening?
Well, I know, right?
Is there
no.
Is there a section of Palm Beach County called Little Ecuador?
No, not at all. It's just like them, and that's it.
That's weird, dude.
Do you know what Chris's nickname was in the band? That nobody. It wasn't like we didn't publicize it or anything, but
Poquito?
it was the Ecuadorian DeLorean. You know why? Because his riffs are out of time.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Is that what it was? The riffs are out of time?
No, because the riffs were timeless.
Timeless.
Oh,
yeah.
whatever.
Because if he was out of time, that's actually not a good thing.
Yeah,
We probably
yeah,
wouldn't.
no.
Yeah, no, we don't want that.
Timeless.
They're timeless riffs. So why don't we close out on that? The Ecuadorian DeLorean.
Yeah, we'll see how that date goes.
Let's see if you can get it up to 88. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
All right. Hey guys.
88, motherfucker.
Boom! I gotta tell you, this toilet box I'm sitting on is pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm sure after
my
an hour.
ass.
Yeah.
My ass. I'm gonna
It
bring
has
a
a
stool.
toilet in it, right?
It actually has a toilet in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
So-
watch.
I've been sitting on the toilet this whole time. So yeah, hopefully next week I'll have a real stool to sit on,
Nice.
not just a sample. Get it? Yeah.
And we'll WD-40 this one.
Yeah, we'll get some.
or tighten it up. Probably needs
Hey,
tightening.
interesting fact. WD-40. Did you know that WD-40, the inventor of WD-40, was looking for a water displacement solution for like spraying on electronics to get water off of them, and his 40th attempt was the right one. Water displacement 40. That was
I actually didn't
the
know
code
that,
name.
but that's amazing.
Water displacement 40.
That's fascinating.
Another interesting fact is on their copyright. It's not copyright, or it's not. What's the other one?
Trademark?
It's one of them. It's not copywritten or trademark, whatever it is, because in order to do so, you have to reveal all the ingredients.
I
read that the other day. I'm like, what?
It's a secret.
Yeah, it's trademarked. Like they didn't trademark the actual thing or something because they'd have to reveal the ingredients.
Like the secret sauce.
It's a fucking secret. Is that shit on?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought that's pretty cool. It's like a modern day mystery.
Well, give it up for WD-40.
Yeah, all right, WD-40. All right, keep it real.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Keeping it
The
fucking
most
real.
useful fucking liquid in the planet.
Yeah.
next to beer.
Next to
Next
beer.
to beer.
All right, guys.
So do me a favor.
Fuck off.
Tell your friends about the podcast. Tell them the production quality.